This stand A is so good, man.
Oh, I forgot about the fucking thing.
AJ, what's that little sly grin I see going on over there? You look really pleased with yourself, man. All right. So let's talk. If anybody in chat has any questions for us, you know, hit us up. We're gonna do a quick question and answer session and just talk about anything for a second. But jeez, what? I'm trying to think. Like, do you feel like you've been developing yourself, AJ, from playing in these kinds of sessions? Because to me, it seems like you're doing new stuff, but it's hard for me to discern.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's just good to play against different people, honestly. Like against Brent right then, like I noticed at the round start, he kept jumping back. So I basically just started committing to like running up and just doing down forward C. Because that way, if he does do a normal, I'm gonna get a full combo and a knockdown.
Oh. It seems like you turned the aggression knob way up.
Yeah.
A lot of the time I couldn't recognize when I was returning to neutral, and I wasn't ready to make a decision yet, so I don't know like when I could act and when my turn was. The online delay was not helping.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I've been meaning to talk about as well. But well, how about that? Because you said you haven't played online fighting games in like literally years. How do you feel like this stacks up? Do you think it's a worthwhile experience outside of like the friendship community thing, but actually playing the game? Do you think it's worth your time?
Oh, it's absolutely worth my time because I've only played, well, I haven't played any matchups, honestly. I've only played at CCR, and that's only like the people that I give a chance to play in tournament. So yeah, it's absolutely worth it, and I think the online isn't bad. It's just, you know, the nature of how it works.
So you don't play anybody except for tournaments in this game? You ever played anybody? There's no offline sessions?
Correct, because no one's wanted to play it in Raleigh for the whole time. Even now, I mean, even right now, it's just me and Raleigh, and I think one guy in Chapel Hill. Unless James plays it for real, then come over here.
How do you get better at games without playing anybody?
That's how I get better at games. I don't know.
That's how...
Like the less I think about what's happening, the more I can focus on playing instinctual and like playing the player, so I don't have to worry about the science of it. But I need more of that in this.
It does seem like you have a playstyle that is a hard matchup. In like with, if you're playing an unknown and you're an unknown, your playstyle will help you.
Yes.
With the things that with your knowledge gap. Is that a fair assessment?
That is a fair assessment. That's usually how it works, especially in anime games, because people usually aren't like playing fundamental. I mean, but they're trying to do the setup. Yeah.
See, people think Brent's actually gonna do things when they find him, and it doesn't happen. I'm serious. Like that. I mean, you know, that's a little hyperbole, but yeah, like you don't overcommit to anything.
Well, there are times if I'm really comfortable in the game, like with Coliseum, I would go in all day. Like in Melty Blood, I would go in. I have to be really comfortable in the offense because I don't usually feel like I fully can grasp all the options at once, unless I'm really, really comfortable in what I'm doing, which doesn't happen.
Seems like the less is more mantra is you do like almost nothing and it's a lot.
Yeah, well, especially with Orie, she's got the B version dash stab which super cancels on the confirm into that, you know, big combo. It's so good. So I can just poke with that full screen, and like that can set up the full screen like projectile thing to go in. It's just, it works out pretty well. I think she's a go in character. I just found a playstyle with her that works. Well, I guess it works.
Dr. Swagenheimer wants to know how long it took you to get good with Seth.
Oh, with Seth? Honestly, I played Seth like when Unio, the first version, came out like on PlayStation 3. I played this game super hard. Like pretty much for the 3 or 4 months before XR came out. This is the only game I played. Like I've been following the game since like the original version, like Univ. So I've been playing
this very moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've played Seth on and off for whenever Unio came out, so like at least 3 or 4 years on this that I've played him. And I mean, I've watched match videos, like I've spent hours upon hours watching like the best Japanese Seth players play. And we have a really good Seth player in North Carolina named Soulfish. So I played against him a lot in the mirror and like copied some of his stuff. So. I really just honestly just.
A new sacrifice comes to you.
We gotta get Soul Chris in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, you think that, like, whatever, but, like, honestly, when me and him play sets, like, let's say if we play a set first to 10, if I win one match, like, I'm feeling good about myself. And that's with him picking multiple characters. He could play Carmine, his Hyde's ridiculous, and his Seth is the best stuff I've ever played with him.
That's crazy.
Like, he is on the
Angus plays him a
whole.
lot.
Yeah, Angus plays him a lot.
Smurvis asks, this game has been out since February. Why did DP and Alex suddenly pick it up, and what spurred this interest? You want to take that one out?
That's Jimmy Hines, by the way.
Yeah. It just there's I mean, other than Tekken, the fundamental. There's no game with fundamentals that's good. Also, I think, and just it seemed like this is gaining steam. Like literally the PC release was like a month and a half ago, but yeah, I just saw more and more people playing it. The more I watched it looked like something to dive into.
There's some things about it.
Tekken, I think. I mean, as far as the most popular games, that's obviously the best. I mean, if you're considering like fundamentals of playing the other player and stuff like that. But I think from an online play perspective, if that's the majority of your available outlet, then this game is going to be a better experience, I think.
I also think this game is something we have experienced, and it combines those experiences. Like, I have some anime background, not really, and you have anime background with Melty Blood, but we absolutely have the Street Fighter background, and it's like this game does a good job of combining both of those elements in a way that we can understand and jump into it pretty quickly.
Yeah, and like I haven't since I originally picked up Uniel when it hit because I wanted something that played like Melty. Because when you get comfortable with an anime game and you can go in and freestyle the situations and like you don't feel like you're making like offensive mistakes, at least just for like a pressure standpoint. Like it feels really good. Like you can put your whole style and different sort of mix-ups and everything, and just really it's you. That's what I like about it.
Oh yeah.
But
then get that vibe.
Like I watched some of the AJ gave me some good high players to watch, and I mean they still drop shit too, and I think that's a sign of it's not like crazy difficult, but some of the combos do take precision if you want to squeeze the most out of it. I think that's really rewarding too. Anybody can like TOD. Anybody can TOD in Dragon Ball with 30 minutes of training mode. But like to do that shit in this, or even your max damage B&B, like you gotta be on point.
It feels like there's a lot of responsibility in this game. Like you're responsible for your defense and your offense and neutral, and it's like when you lose, you feel like this is the thing I need to work on here. Like it's so blatantly clear when you have something that's going wrong with you, and it doesn't feel like, well, I guessed wrong, or scramble, I got touch of death.
Yeah, if you guess, it's because you actively chose to do that, not the system forced you to. I think that's a big difference.
I think a big appeal of this game too is like this game, like you guys were saying, it's such a good combination of a bunch. So it has like some Street Fighter fundamentals, some anime fundamentals. I feel like with the short hop, like KOF fundamentals, even to some extent, like it's just a big gathering of a bunch of different games. And then the system is just so deliberately well thought out too, as far as like the defensive system, the options you get as far as like on offense, and then you have the whole grid system and chain shift, all that. It's just like everything is made with a purpose.
How long has this game been out?
Uniel has. Let me think.
Yeah,
Unis
the whole beginning.
14?
Yeah. Well, see, because Eunice is old. Like, even this version of the game came out in arcades like 2 or 3 years ago. Or it came on console.
What I'm trying to connect is like how I'm thinking about Street Fighter V. That game might be okay in 2 or 3 years, but it seems like this game is a polished version of what it's been working to be for those however many years.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like fantastic where it's at now.
So funny story about this game. Their original game, so like Under Night In-Birth, it didn't have any like little suffix to it or whatever. That game was absolute garbage. So it's basically one-touch like infinite. Every character in the game had an infinite. It was much more like melty than this game is. Like there was like no limit on like ground bounces and OTG. It was literally you touch someone and they died. I think grand finals of the first tournament. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find the link to the Japanese like finals from when the game first came out, and it was just called like UNIB. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, he's right. Alex's character was top in that version of the game. It's really stupid.
Are you done, Jin? Or are you coming back?
Oh no, I'm not done. I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I was actually thinking I might pick my other character so you guys can get some experience against her.
Well, you left the room though.
Oh, it might have kicked me out from just sitting there too long. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna send you this link in the. Well, I guess I could just put it in your chat.
Yeah.
So watch this. And honestly, if you can even stream it some kind of way, like look at the absolutely disgusting. This grand finals match was 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And I'm pretty sure the Seth player was. So yeah, that's what's crazy too. In this version of the game, Seth was the best character in the game because of the way the combo system works. So he went from being the best to the worst to the best again. Oh, and also in this version of the game, you can move before the round started.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can move before the like round start. Yeah, it was just like Melty Blood.
Yeah.
I said, look at the damage. Like, oh my god, man, this game was gross.
That's absurd.
Oh, I remember.
He died? Ew.
In Unio, you could jump around and shit before the round, right?
Nah, they took that out. This was the only version of the game where you could do that.
Which version was this?
This is just Under Night In-Birth. So like, it's Under Night In-Birth EX Late is the version that came out on consoles, but this is the version that just came in the arcade.
This looks worse than Marvel 2.
Oh,
and,
it
like,
was
Jake.
And what's crazy is like when I saw this, I was still trying to play this game because like I'm all for playing some broken shit. So I was super hyped. And then the version of the game came out on like Unio came out on console, and it was completely different.
Yeah.
So
Well, to be honest,
a lot of revisions.
The first version of any anime game is almost always broken. That's generally how it goes anyway. It's very, very unusual to not be that bad. I don't think it's even ever happened.
What do you think helps it survive? Because Marvel Infinite, I feel like it's in the same boat.
I mean, anime guys are gonna like just play their game because they love their game. Like, either it's like they have a connection to the character or whatever. And plus, like we pretty much know that there's gonna be a patch eventually.
It's gonna be a dark game too. I think that's a big thing is having the community.
Yeah, I mean, you look like in Japan, especially with you being over there, you know, people still play like Hokuto no Ken, and like no one thinks that game is balanced at all.
I re-invited you, AJ, if y'all want to get started again.
All right, word.
Oh, cool! I get to go at Brand again.
Yeah, let's do it.